Konnichiwa, Yakumo.
Hi, Leo.
Welcome
Ciao.
back.
Ciao, Leo.
Ciao. What are you drinking?
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't drink yesterday, so I can drink some today.
Japanese wine, which connect to our topic today. Kitano. Kitano.
Yes. Kitano-san.
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 What is your favorite movie of Kitano?
February. I was.
You can choose the three. It's okay. You can choose the first one, second one, and third one.
It's not easier.
It's not easy.
The first one.
Okay, you can
yes.
choose five.
No. I mean, to choose the real favorite one would be a little bit difficult. I think it would be one between Sonatine and Hanabi, fireworks, and Sonata. Yes, these two I love them almost the same. Yeah. But I think people are more aware of Hanabi, I think.
Yeah, because it is world famous.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how about you? Do you like his movie?
Yeah, some are difficult to watch, but
Difficult to watch? You
difficult
mean
to watch. Yeah.
to understand or to? Visually difficult.
Yeah, visually difficult because you
So
feel like you are assaulted. Yeah, like
oh, that's what I mean.
yeah, and it normally comes without any warning.
Warning.
Yeah, no warning. So it just
Yes.
happened. You don't
Yes.
even know
The real
expect. Yeah.
violence. The real
Yes.
violence.
Yes.
I think that's what he said. The real violence
Yeah.
just happened before you aware of it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think how much it can reflect to the reality. I mean, all the movies are some kind of surreal, if you like, especially
Yeah.
dramas. But I think a good movie, it also reflects certain deeper reality. Yeah, like maybe you don't see that every day, or maybe you see something but you cannot realize. And if you are the creator of the movie, then you try to reveal to people constantly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then people can understand what is really going on, particularly under your own view of the world. I think that's the perspective. Yeah, he provide, and I think every filmmakers try to reach that. Yeah.
Many. I think many. Not every. Not every. Some. Okay, if we narrow down to those serious movie director,
Serious
probably.
killers. No, okay.
Serious.
Okay.
Serious.
Serious. Serious. Serious. Yes, yes, I got it. Yeah.
Serious. Yes, not serious.
Very
Serious.
similar.
Yes.
Yeah. Because filmmaking is just one technique. Yeah, it's just one
Yes.
way to express.
Your major, right?
It's my measure. Yes. Um,
Yes.
I'm still trying
Can
to
can talk more about
exactly.
it.
Yeah. And but eventually, it's just a tool. Eventually, it's just a way to express
Sure.
yourself.
Sure.
Only if you have to limit yourself in only one way, and you think this is the only way I can express myself. Otherwise, I think there's no difference from building a bridge, for example. Engineer, building a bridge, they still have to have some kind of philosophy, yeah, some kind of utopia. So in this utopia, they believe the bridge should be like that. They believe the human connection, the transportation system, the material, like the impact of the nature ecosystem should be like that. And then they try to figure out, yeah, try to solve the issue. There's a government issue, there's a money issue, there's a whatever corporation. People promise they are going to sponsor, and in the end of the day, they don't sponsor. Like all those kind of human issue, yeah.
Yeah.
But in their minds, they should have some kind of utopia like that. Yeah.
They should have. Again, if there are what we call a serious engineer.
If they are sincere, if
Yeah. Not. I don't think everyone would do it that way, but I do adore that way. And I do think that in that way, for example, my life would be more um, um, complete, or I'll feel happier.
that's the word,
The one, yes,
that's the word reflect to our topic today. Completion. Yes.
completion.
Yes, that's it. Yes, because this is from all those ancient Greek philosophers talking about the utopia, talking about how to become a perfect human. Yeah, like what do you mean by being a perfect human? How to be complete in a way. That's why they pursue different knowledges, different skills. They don't separate themselves. They don't catalog themselves in one, just one thing. Yeah, and I think that's very difficult in today's society. You're not encouraged to do that, and it's just not the communication in any yeah, well, I think it's like well, we will we're talking about this because the way I interpret Kitano's movie is
Yes,
I feel like he bring this kind of completion in a very short period of time. I'm
you
not
mean
talking. I'm not talking about the whole movie. I'm talking
yes?
about like um, I'm talking about like many people would say this is life, or many people would say c'est la vie. So
The worst French that people can use Yes.
Everybody's using. And deja vu. No, no.
Deja vu.
but
It's
but
better, but not so many people use it.
and in his movies, like you feel like he actually represent that. He
You mean
represent
you mean this is
something.
life?
This is life, like
Yes, 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 sure.
he showed that, like in a very short period of time. Yeah, he showed this completion, this understanding, this experience in a very short period of time. Um,
You mean it passed really quickly?
it's like
A
um,
flash, just a
it's like
flash.
the violent movement, for example. He just show you, and sometimes it's very brutal, so people don't
Yeah,
want to accept
yeah,
it.
sure.
Um, and obvious the movie can be 1.5 hours, can be 2 hours, but he show you this, and you realize um, this is a way to interpret what is life.
Yes. Yeah, so what you mean a short period of time? You mean the movie time?
Both the movie time and the time he showed, for example, is the sudden violence. Yeah,
Oh,
he showed this, and it can be really strong or unpleasant, but it's like he showed something really complete in a very short period of time, and you just got it. You got it, or you're not,
or
but
missed.
or you miss it. Yeah, but I think that's the thing. He continue repeating this kind of pattern, and that I believe is in his mind. He tried to uh, explain what life is about. Yeah, like
Yes, I think so. And he's a guy that has really strong opinion. I think he really has strong opinion, and he will stick to his gun. So yeah, yeah. So in his movie, it's no wonder that you will see things like this because that's what he is.
yeah, I mean, this is like we are taking his movie as a reference, but I feel like maybe in the beginning people found it very difficult to accept when people first watch his movie. Um, but then,
Right. Yes.
but then
But
he has
yeah.
the point, yeah, and he
Yes.
just continue enforcing this point in different way, of course. In different way, it can be like he's also a painter, so he also show his own paintings in the movie. But
Yeah.
you can see there's something always there, something always there, continue repeating, uh,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and then it becomes
Just
so
just
strong.
like some French movies, like the one that I mentioned last time,
Hmm.
the lovers of New Bridge, right? Léo Gaho, um, Les Amants du Bon Neuf. Something strong, and the director keep repeating that, but yet in a, how do we say, in a uh, for example, for when I watch Kitano's movie, I didn't experience what you said before. I accept, I I embrace his movie from the very first time. I don't know why. Um, there are a lot of yakuza movie, a lot of gangster movie in this world, in Taiwan, in US. So we have so many choices, and we also of course watch a lot uh, since don't know when, right? But when I watch his movie, in fact, I really feel some kind of beauty. Not, and that beauty is connected to his expression of violence. Um, I would say, for me, I would say his expression, his technique is quite neat for me, compared to other gangster movie that I've ever watched. And yes, that's the first word I think of. I thought of when I first watched this movie. I feel beauty. I feel beauty in violence. Of course, we're not here to praise violence, right? And if and no one should even think that his movie is for praising the violence either. But yes, I would say I really feel the beauty of not violence, the expression of his way. So, for example, I did say neat, right? I did say neat. Uh, Although you see blood in his movie, but you don't see the blood. It, it's rarely that you see the blood floating. Okay, the blood will only appear in a very restricted area, like over here. Okay, you see the blood, and even you don't see the color. Probably sometimes you just see it in black and white. If I didn't go wrong, okay. Sometimes you just see black and white, so it's quite clean when he uh, shot these scenes. They are quite clean. You don't see the blood everywhere.
It's
No.
actually highly restricted.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I think he plans everything precisely, the way, and including the performance, and camera movement, lighting, the art. Like I think everything, music. Like
Yes.
there's just highly control. That's why it's
Yes.
precise. There's no extra stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I think so too.
And the setting, is very important. The setting of the character. If you compare all different kind of mafia movie, or like uh, most of those mafia boss talk a lot. Yeah,
Yes.
like
Yes. Yes. No
uh,
matter where
Vito
it's from.
Vito
Yeah.
Corleone. What happened to you? What happened to you? Like talk a lot. Yeah, most of them talk a lot. Not even mention the Hong Kong movie. Hong Kong movie is all about talking, talking, talking.
Yes.
Um, but in Kitano's movie, like he
Uh,
doesn't
he, he
really talk.
doesn't
Yeah,
like
he
he
doesn't
doesn't
really
like
talk. Yeah,
too many words. Yes. He
yeah.
doesn't like too many words. Even even gesture, movement. Um, yeah, the same thing.
You can see like in his setting, there's a different levels of people, and the more they talk, the lower they are. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I feel like that. Yeah. Do
yeah.
you feel that
Sure.
too? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's like, in many cases, he didn't even talk, like, yeah.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
I think that is also the way,
But yeah, probably I will explain this in some way. That is uh, probably only my understanding. I will feel like that by speaking less or don't speak at all, it shows this character holds the real power inside, right? It feels like that. But yes, when you see that guy move, that would be a deadly shot, right? So yeah, when he punch, he he doesn't punch too many. Right? He usually punch only once, and the enemy should die under that one punch, right? Power.
yeah. I always like to comparing everything, different kind of things all together um, at the same time. Like because I was practicing martial art as well. I was thinking, is this realistic? Um, is it like practical? The way he does in his movie, in terms
Mm-hmm.
of the, you know, yeah, those interaction. He's not making a martial art movie, obviously, but he has some movie with a sword. Yeah, he used the
Yes,
sword.
yes. He
Yeah,
also have
it
this
it was
famous Zatoshi,
yes,
a
it was
blind
also really
swordsman. Yes,
it was also really violent. Um,
yes,
but it's you can see it's highly planned choreography. Yeah, so there must be professional martial artists,
sure, sure.
as the director to to arrange everything.
Like I say, serious.
But you
Yeah,
can also see, even in this kind of movie, he was using the sword. You can see the principle is the same. Yeah,
sure,
it's like how he
sure.
punch.
Yeah,
It,
sure,
and
sure.
he never, I think he never miss anything. You can see like, okay, you can like other people can miss, but he never miss. He's always accurate. He's always precise, and he even cleaned the blood after the killing. Like on the sword, like every time after he just right away he clean it. Like I think this small detail really reflect the character, like who he is. Yeah, like who is going to take care of those detail? Like only when you truly show your, personality. So he doesn't only do the action. He care about the whole thing to be completely performed
Yeah,
and finalized. Yeah.
yeah. It's ritual, right?
Yeah.
It's something ritual.
Yeah.
So you feel that you you really get it done.
And also it creates some kind of reality. So you can actually. I remember there was a speech by Joe Pesci. You know, he was talking about when he was in um, Goodfather, the movie. He was with
Uh,
Robert De Niro.
yeah,
Uh,
I kind of know it, but I never watch it.
yeah, and he was talking about De Niro was has had a problem with his performance because he was trying to, stab people, yeah, with a knife, like
Yes.
small digger knife. So he would continue doing
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And De Niro was he had a problem. He said, "You will never go into the rip so fast, back and forth, like, just a quotation, like,
Yeah.
because he saw that detail, yeah. He saw
Yeah.
like, yes, this is a performance. You are not really, doing this to people,
Yes.
but if you see those detail, it reflect the reality,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I think that really separate because normally we don't, yeah, it's
Care about
hard,
that. Yeah. We
exactly,
normally,
and
if
it's
you're
hard.
an actor, you don't care about that, right?
Exactly. And that's also the reason sometimes it's hard to tell like who is a good actor, who is not a good actor. And most of people just tell from, oh, he's more dramatic, so he is a good actor. No, it's not true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it is about those detail, about those representation. Can you do it
Those
completely?
understanding.
Exactly.
Yes. If you have deeper understanding, um, it would naturally affect your performance,
Exactly.
and then people will feel that reality too, right? Without really awareing of it. But yeah, just like you say, these were all built by the probably unseen details.
Yeah. Yeah. They call it
Unseen,
uh
but people can feel it.
yeah, they call it like when they want to go into one character, they have to spend a long time to actually um, like do the research or do the interview or do the practice. But really, if you see this kind of detail, they have to practice every day. Yeah, in their daily
Yeah.
life, they have to
Yes.
observe
Yes.
those things. They have to live in a different way. Uh,
Yes. Yes. This remind me of someone, but I, I, I just can't remember his name. Yes, this reminds me the words, the quotation from some great um, movie actor, but I forgot who. Okay. So this guy also say the same thing that
mm,
yeah
yeah,
that to be a good actor he actually have to uh, work on work um, work on everyday like details try to understand um, I forgot the exact words he said, but just like it's just similar to what you just said.
yeah.
Yes.
I think that really separate, um, you know, the people because we're talking about like, okay, you are going to build some kind of vision in your life, and most people have very blurry, unclear vision. So they think, okay, I'm going to become rich. Um, I will be travel around the world as many as possible. I would like to have a beautiful girlfriend. Like, it's blurry. It's blurry. Clear. There's no character and there's no detail. Because when we talk about detail, we are actually talking about the layers. There's no layers and there's no structure. Yeah. And if someone can describe it in a very, very delicate manner, then normally this vision create more like stronger, yeah, stronger motivation because
Motivation. Yes,
you
yes.
you have to believe it's real. Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah, yes, yes, yes. In psychology, they say so too.
Yeah,
Yes,
and then you can reflect that into what you do every day. Yeah, if you are a filmmaker, you reflect it in your movie. If you are designer, if you are a politician, you reflect in your work. Yeah, like I think that important. You always trying to make something complete, even before you can make it. Yeah, so in your mind is getting more and more complete, and then your action follow through, follow up. Yeah, and I think yeah, we're talking about Kitano's movie. I think he has that, and he's continue.
Yeah, yes, you can feel that. You can feel that very clearly, and yes, yes. So he's very. You can feel that he's a guy not only think about these details like you say, but he has very strong belief too. So
Yeah,
so he can always do things in such a confidence. He knew that he knew exactly what to do. You can feel that, right? And that brings the power, because you can feel the power. So you kind of understand he must be that kind of guy. He strongly believe his goal. Um, yes, yes. That's why I like his movie so much. You don't you don't have to watch any extra things. Uh,
you know, there's a fashion designers, Gucci, yeah,
gee,
and Chanel. Those are there are two different. You know where the story of Chanel, Coco Chanel, like she was at her time before she became a well-known fashion designer. Everybody's dressing Gucci, yeah, like, and for
mhm,
her, she has this different philosophy. She believes the way, especially women, dress up should be professional, should be clean, should be easy
mhm,
to take care, like, which is totally
yeah,
different from the trend at the time. So that's where she began to establish her brand. Obviously, their story, like she at the time she has to become a mattress of someone else, but she has a different philosophy,
yes,
which distinguished herself, her brand from Gucci. So I think that's
and she really practiced that.
she's very
She
practical,
really
yes,
practiced that.
and she's a
Yes,
practical woman. Like she later,
yes,
I think she didn't get married if I wasn't wrong. Like she was a workaholic. Yeah,
I
like
believe that. I
she
believe
actually
so.
dig into the
Yeah,
the fashion design so deeply, and yeah. So I think this is similar thing as um, the movie we just mentioned. You believe something, you have this. Okay, although today everybody want to buy this kind of stuff, but in my mind, this is not the best design I can think about. I'm going to present a different perspective, and I'm going to find a way to showcase it. So yeah, I feel like by removing those decoration, those maybe in her mind unnecessary extra material and the
yes, yes,
shape and trimming, of course, in the fashion design, in the tailoring, how to tailor the the dress, like
yes,
it's everything, yeah, it's everything. So then she presents something At the time, totally different. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I think those. Yeah, I mean, most of people maybe they don't realize like eventually you are looking for some kind of complete state. You're looking for something, and the difference would be some people are quite clear about what is that, and some people are not. Some people think they are clear, or they think, okay, when I become rich, everything will be
Then I'll
solved.
be clear.
That'll be fine. Like it can solve every problem, all the problems. So I don't need to waste my time to have a clear vision. I don't need to waste my time to distinguish what is mine, what is from the media, from the education, from outside. Yeah, I don't need to spend my time. I mean, it's about the focus. Yeah, you have the focus, and you try to understand um, how to do the right things. There's a steps. Yeah, and then you follow through. But it requires time to build that. Where at the time you probably don't benefit from what you are building at all.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, so when
So you gotta have faith. You gotta have belief. That's very crucial.
is
As
that
I said, it's very crucial. If you don't have that, of course you won't do anything. You won't do
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and also if you have a method, you have a certain kind of plan, you have to follow through. Otherwise, how do you know? How do you
If it
succeed or
works.
fail? You
Yes.
don't know. You might
Yes.
fail, you might succeed, but you never know why and how and where. Like today many people are doing some kind of drop shipping business. You heard about that?
Drop
So that
shipping.
there's a like AliExpress in China. Yeah, there's online shopping, and there's Amazon. Yeah, and you can sell different price. So some people just okay, I'm going to get some product here and sell here for
Oh yeah.
10 times. Like people are doing this because they see opportunities and they see easy money. So people are doing this. This is one way of doing drop shipping business. But eventually, how do you know where, how, and eventually you are building something really has nothing to do with you.
Yes. And where is this heading? You don't
Exactly.
know. You
You
don't
don't
know.
even know where the product came from, yeah? And
But
you don't
but
know who is
people who
doing.
did this, people who do this, they don't care.
They don't care. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this is the good example of a waste of time. Um,
Yeah.
but
Good example of wasting time. Yeah.
exactly. And so many people are doing this today, yeah? Because they think, okay, I'm going to become businessman, and I don't have money. I don't have a. I'm going to do things that can make money in the short period of time, and so they do this. Yeah, I mean,
Well, I'll pity them. I just feel pity about them.
even you want to do this, at least you come out with a proper principle, and you select the products based on this principle. Yeah, it's
I
like
know.
it's like in the past, like in Kaohsiung, we have those uh, stores. Yeah, those they bought the products from overseas when they travel and they brought back, and they have a
Yeah.
certain collection because at the time it was difficult to do online shopping, and at least
Yes.
you have certain principle or sense to
Yeah.
collect those products. Yeah, but
Yes.
no, today people just okay, this is what is the best sales. I'm going to look for those. Yeah.
Sure. That's why I say I pity them because I think people who do things this way must um they must lack of some experience that we have. So and that experience is you can say it is spiritual. It's spiritual, like when we talk about completeness, completeness of psychological completeness is of course different from physical completeness, right? But people who do things like what you just mentioned, I think they might only experience a physical fulfillment their life. They never really feel the inner happiness, the spiritual one. So they don't know. They have no idea, and they never think of pursue things like that. But for us, I think for people who have experienced that kind of happiness, we know it's worthy. Okay. Yeah, probably the difference is over here. We know it's worthy to have some belief, have some have some belief, and have some goal to achieve, rather than just earning more and more money.
Yeah.
It's just different kind of satisfaction, and different satisfaction, different experience of satisfaction will lead to different action or pursue, right? So I say I pity them. I pity them. I just they don't know what they're missing. Yes, they don't know what they're missing.
Yeah, like I understand it is for survival. Yeah, most of people only stay in the state, or um, they have to deal with that. So they only think about very short term. They think about only the opportunity. Yeah, they saw something.
Material things,
Yes,
yeah.
they say, okay, I can get it. I'm going to get it. And then if they stop, improving themselves, they become like that because they only see. There's a difference between making money and creating value. Yeah,
Yes,
there's a
yes,
difference. And
yes.
when they,
Only making money, and yeah, it's
exactly,
different from,
because the
yes.
money you can make after creating your value is different from just I'm going to go and make money. Yeah, it's just the nature. Like that's why people start to think about something easy, or they want to cheat, or they want to, whatever, because it's never been easy. You just approach people or market and you want to make money. It never been easy. Yeah. It's like you approach a lady and you immediately want to have a sex. It's never been easy. Yeah. Only if you are a very special case, but it's real. Yeah. So we don't count it. So if you don't do the things in the right way, uh, you always feel like, oh, it's never possible. Yeah. But if you do the things in the right way, you create the value, and the value attract the true money. Yeah. Money should follow. You should, if you just go for money, then you become a slave of the money. Yeah. Um, yeah.
You,
I think
you,
that's
you
the difference.
chase, yes, you
Yeah.
chase.
Yeah. I think is the difference. But I think it's kind of confusing to many people. They think like it's the same. Without making money, there's no value. Like they I think interpret in this way. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I say I pity them, and again I say it's just something pitiful. Um, and yes, there's something else, something other than material,
Yeah.
something
Because
other than money that you can enjoy, right? Not it's not only money can bring you some happiness. Of course, we all need to earn money. We're not here to talk about. Some people will mistaken this. They will think, "Oh, you're talking about don't pursue money." No, we're talking about besides money. There are other things you can also pursue, right? And those things are not less uh, valuable than money. So we should have them more. We like a common people, a normal guy, a better life, a more balanced life, a better life should be not only pursue money but also pursue the inner happiness, right? And
that's the
that's
point.
not what money
That's
brings.
there's a word, being normal. Yeah. Like many people, especially comes to the business, they just totally forget this. Just be a human. Just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
don't try to sell me something even before introduce yourself. Yeah. Like be a be a human. Yeah. Just be normal. I think for some reason, yes, because the people worship money so much. So it really, like they just lost their mind, when it comes to,
Yeah, yeah.
pursuing money, and they can give up all the principle, they can give up everything when it comes
Yes.
to,
Yeah.
this kind
Yes.
of scenario. And it's just, but I think eventually it's fair, because I also don't believe they benefit for a long time by doing this. Um, so I think eventually is you still have to go back to what is the foundation, and what is the human communication, human recognition, trust. Like people just try to skip those. Yeah, like okay, if I can spread lots of money, do a lot of advertise, if I can find a celebrity, then I don't need to build this. Like people try to skip those. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, um, yeah. So I think for filmmaker as well, we're talking about the film making, and they can also. It's funny because there's a quotation from well-known director Steven Spielberg. Like he say, like if someone said he can make a movie, then it would definitely a good box office. Then he's lying. This is so interesting because if you think about him, he's like um, an icon. He's like an icon of a
Yes.
commercial movie, yeah. Because
Yes.
he
Yes.
made so many movie which
Yeah.
so
He's the
popular,
bestseller. Yes. He's
and
the best.
even he said that, yeah. Even he say like you can imagine their marketing team, their global network, and their like influence. He
Yes.
still say if someone told you his movie would definitely make a good fortune, he's lying. But people don't believe that. Yeah, people believe like, okay, what's the trend now? Okay, let's try to find the who is the most famous actor actress. Let's find them. Like people are looking for shortcut. Yeah.
Yes, and they I think they you say they don't believe it. I would say they reject to believe it. They don't want to believe things like that. They hope that there's is always
Shortcut.
a success
Easy money.
formula
For
over
yes,
there for there
yes.
to
Just follow,
apply.
repeat and
Yes,
repeat. Yeah.
yes.
Easy. Yeah.
If you tell them there are no such a formula,
I think there's a formula, but it's not that kind, not the
yes,
one
and
they
and
believe, and
not that simple,
and
not that
not that lazy as
yes,
well.
yes,
Because you can have a formula to build the foundation. Yeah,
yeah,
like for example, Christopher Nolan, like his movie is cool. Yeah, like you can see the process. You can see he
yes,
always keeps certain principle, and you still make money by doing this. Yeah, like his movie is still popular. Yeah,
yes,
so you can still do the right thing and be honest to yourself, but make money. Like I think for some reason, yeah, like an excuse. So they rather believe that okay, if I do that, then the chance of me making money will be lower. So I'm going to put it aside. I'm going to just find a shortcut. I'm going to uh, pretend to be something. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Mm.
So
And also they of course they are who can't enjoy this journey of what you say building your system or your yes
yeah, because they are always looking for the
they,
opportunities.
they, they don't they don't know the worth of this. I think this journey is also quite valuable.
It's a self
But
achievement, like
yes,
being a
yes.
human. I
If
mean,
you know how to enjoy that, you see how it benefit you,
because
not just not
there's
just
a
money, but
exactly
also yes,
because there's no difference. For me, I think there's no difference between money and guitar, for example. It's a tool, yeah. But how to
yes,
play guitar, how to make money is a skill.
yes,
And both of them, you have to apply your principle, yeah. You have to express yourself on different things and different in a different kind of technique, and you learn it, and you try to improve it. Um, but there's no fundamental difference between those two if you think about that. Yeah,
yes,
uh,
yes,
it's just sometimes we limit ourselves. We think, oh, it's different, so I have to pretend to be something, otherwise I'm not going to make it. Yeah, so they start to pretend. Um or if I'm a musician, I think, okay, it's nothing to do with me making money. Like we limit ourselves, and we think we can separate those, and we don't bring back ourselves into the core, where what is important is how do I express myself? How do I accomplish myself? And
yes. How to accomplish myself.
those are just tools. Those are just methods. Um, where I try to be complete. That's why we try to apply on different things. Yeah, because this is a way to complete. But it doesn't mean those are more important than the initial goal. Yeah, the initial purpose. Um, I think this kind of understanding is also kind of missing. Yeah. Um, and that's why we are creating this channel. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, today we only mentioned, I think, 20 famous people. So we're going to have we're going to have 20 more episodes about those people, each by each. But yeah, back
Sounds
to
good. Yes.
back to Kitano. Like, yeah, I think what we talk about today all have a connection with at least like our um, like our experience when we watch his movie. I think there are many connections, and yeah, I think he will be remembered, in the history. The way he make the movie. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So yeah, I think it's good for today. Next time we're going to decide, um, like, yeah, we can. I think we're going to keep this a secret this time. So next time you will see what I will
Okay. So
discuss.
until next time.
Until next time. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay, that's cool.
okay. See you.
See you next time.
Bye bye.
Ciao.
Arrivederci.
Okay.
Arrivederci.
Italiano. Okay. 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 Ciao.
Ciao.